So we got engaged in April of last year and started thinking about the wedding. We love getting people together and entertaining, and this one was going to be the biggest party of our life. After some initial research and sticker shock, we decided to have the wedding down in Southern California because the weather is nicer, and there are more affordable alternatives for just about everything. One Saturday last July, we created a short list of venues and just started driving to all of them. All the venues were setting up for weddings happening later that day, and we just slipped in to look at the spaces. But at the end of it all, there was one place we couldn't stop thinking about: the Villa del Sol de Oro in Pasadena.
Sneaking into a school. Possible wedding venue.
First off, this place is a replica of an actual Italian villa. It fit my vision of a garden wedding, which involved good natural lighting, but was contained enough in case the weather wasn't great. I could immediately envision us dancing the night away under the string lights. Shortly after visiting, we found out this building was the filming location for some of my favorite movies. That balcony up there has a whole episode named after it, from the action comedy spy drama series Chuck. This patio was where Josh Bryant asked Mia to the Baker Beach Bash in Princess Diaries. And once you turn the corner, you enter the sorority house from Legally Blonde, complete with the iconic checkered floor and curving staircase. I was sold. We were getting married here.
Some beautiful, beautiful light. The sunset isn't till.
After that, it was go time. We narrowed down a guest list, found caterers online, hired a photographer, a DJ, blocked a hotel. Shopped for rings, and tried on a handful of dresses.
There.
I had to get it tailored, accessorize it, and find a red tea ceremony dress as well, which I was happy to thrift. Meanwhile, on the groom side of things, Simon shopped for his first bespoke tux.
The insides of my shirt.
I tested hair and makeup with my maid of honor. We had a belated engagement party with our friends in the Bay Area. staged an engagement shoot, and somewhere along the way got legally married.
Oh, you shaking? You gotta work out before next year.
Oh, and can't forget about our joint bachelorette party in Vegas. You can segue there in a separate video and see all the blood, sweat, and tears that went down that weekend.
Welcome to Simon Sophia's Wedding Roast. I'm your host, Candace.
Because we don't live in SoCal, we had to do as much planning as we could online, over the phone, and squeeze in-person activities into our trips down south. We met some of our vendors and picked out furniture and table settings to rent. We had casual tastings for pizza, appetizers, boba, and desserts.
We just picked up pizzas to taste for our wedding. Hello? Chocolate, some custard, peanut butter, original. Something like that. What's wrong?
I've tasted so many things.
I'm hungry.
This side and the fruity side, passion fruit, kiwi, mango, strawberry, lychee, jasmine.
We like the peach.
I'm just gonna put that.
Pastry.
And from home, I vision boarded everything. I learned HTML, CSS with lots of trial and error, and I made a website from scratch. We wrote each other's bios for the website.
What would you write about me?
I wrote characteristics about you. Driven, but also highly competitive. Creative and artistic. Cal Poly Tacos to Go #1 employee.
I coded emails, and Simon tried to help.
Here, I can make it bigger. I can figure that out. Let's see here.
I made signs, designed invites, designed menus, drew activity books, printed stuff out at work, and cut everything out by hand on my trusty paper cutter. I bought floral supplies and relearned how to arrange flowers. We wrote the officiant script with Candace, finalized the seating charts and timeline, and I wrote up a 30-page plan of attack for my day of coordinator. Suddenly, June rolled around, and it was the week before the wedding. We ironed our tablecloths, packed everything, and drove down to LA with a car full of stuff.
We're getting married.
Aren't you so excited about your big shopping trip?
We were still working, but used the weekend and weeknights to shop for drinks, desserts, and cake. And obviously, being us, we procrastinated on some things. Writing speeches, writing our vows, and choreographing our first dance. Shout out to our friends Kiana and Ahmed for being porch pirates and picking up packages for us back at home. My sister and I got our nails done, and literally right after, picked leaves at the park because we had to start gathering supplies for a flower arranging day. 2 days before the wedding, it was flower time. We went to Trader Joe's at 8 a.m., picked up the flower order, added a second shopping cart of additional flowers and foliage, and frantically got to work.
We get married in 2 days.
Yes.
How do you feel?
Feeling good. The car is full of flowers right now.
How does that make you feel?
Lots of people.
Lots of people coming. And then what do you say when somebody asks you, aren't you excited about your wedding?
I'm excited for all the fun you may have.
You will have.
Will.
Yeah.
Must have.
We're thinking about all the details, like when are your parents driving here, and did we book the restaurant, and we gotta make all the flower arrangements, who's coming to help, when, and pack all our stuff, print the binder for the coordinator. Very, very small little things, like steam the shirts, and get my dad a bow tie, and let's not forget to bring this and that, and we gotta bring a stool to the venue. Who's gonna pick up this cake? Who's gonna pick up that cake?
Thursday, 2 days before our wedding. And we did all these flower arrangements today. It's past midnight. Oh, I guess technically now it's Friday. Wedding day number 0. All our arrangements. Five people helping. Bridesmaids booking it. Tomorrow we get to transport everything to the villa. And get married. You have to remember, you don't need flowers to get married. Heard at work writing his speech. I won't bother you. It's just very artistically put you between the flowers. Friday was actually the day the wedding festivities started. Since we had DIY'd so much, we woke up at the crack of dawn to start making a number of trips to the villa to drop stuff off.
Mr. Florist.
In a fit of insomnia, Simon actually woke up at 5 a.m. to load the car with flowers. What a professional.
How many steps have you walked today?
Then I went to get my hair done while all our rentals got dropped off. And then it was time to get ready. Our wedding party and our family members drove into town to be a part of the Chinese tea ceremony and participate in all its traditions. We gathered at the villa, They doubled as caterers as we moved stuff in, did rehearsals, and finally started the real wedding festivities.
Yay!
Okay.
And then let me see how I did that. The pin.
After the hilarious door games, it was time for the tea ceremony with family in front of the gorgeous lotus fountain. The tradition of the Chinese wedding tea ceremony shows our gratitude and respect to our elders, symbolizing them welcoming the bride or groom into the family. As we took our spots, kneeling in front of each of our parents, the waterworks practically started immediately. We had speeches prepared in Chinese, and it was an emotional time getting to thank our parents and close family in this intimate setting. To really look each other in the eyes and exchange blessings and thank yous in a way we never get to do. These people made us who we are today. And before we knew it, it was time for dinner.
Yay! Hello, everybody. Wow, you guys scarfed on all your food.
We invited everyone we saw that day to a casual rehearsal dinner, and it was just a nice time being able to greet everyone coming into town in a smaller setting before the big day.
Oh, 知道知道。好啦，
聽日見。
聽日見啦，拜拜。
拜拜。What did we do today?
Oh, so much. Woke up at 5 a.m. Had a rehearsal, had our tea ceremony, had a little hotel hiccup, but everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Everything happened so slowly, but also so fast.
Yes.
It's like in my brain, I've been thinking about this moment for so long, and then when it finally started, I was like, "This is the this is the one. This is the real one," and it's happening.
Mm-hmm. Now we're at the hotel.
And I get my own bed.
Gotta write some vows.
Mm-hmm.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. We're getting married.
And then it was the day of our wedding.
We almost forgot our dress. What are you doing?
Huh? It's not for me. 7:50. We're headed to the villa.
With the no hands. Yes. Are you gonna run away? You need to get that cake and then just run off to the desert and eat it by yourself.
I thought we had a good timeline, but this is where I was a little naive because so many details had to be figured out that morning. We were functioning on like 3 hours of sleep. I finished my vows, Simon picked up the cake, and we arrived at the venue to finish up the flowers.
We're still working our wedding, the morning of our wedding. We're the flower vendors. This is my bouquet.
Our wedding party showed up to get ready, but instead ended up helping with this long to-do list. It was hectic, but so much fun getting to do it with them. And they did it all with big smiles. Truly the greatest friends in the world.
Where are you going? I'm chasing us.
Strawberry.
Alright, this is decorating the cake. Brian's getting his hair curled. Hello. You're watching the door. Whoa, get a room.
Sophie is without her shoes. She has changed through her entrance outfit. We're going down the Legally Blonde stairs.
And suddenly, it was time.